If he trained seriously, like Shanks, he would be as strong as Shanks, but he doesn't. Well, at least he hasn't had any reason to so far. We must understand, training like Shanks and training as long as Shanks are two different things. Monster Trio here, and for my first video they'll be analyzing Buggy the Clown, breaking down his potential power-up and what it would take for that to happen. If you like this content, please hit the subscribe button, like and comment your thoughts. We were first introduced to Captain Buggy in a orange town where he was small-timing with his crew, without any great purpose but staying true to his pirate ways. Fast forward to his fight against Luffy, which didn't feel like a fight but rather more like an exchange of information. Even the defeat didn't look like one. One could say that because of Buggy's character, it was a fitting end. Apart from the fight being a comedic relief, Luffy got to find that Buggy was on the same ship as Shanks, which Luffy didn't believe because Shanks is a great pirate and Buggy is the exact opposite, it would seem. Apart from being sent flying, separate from the rest of his body, he wasn't really taken out like Don Krieg, Arlong, Rob Lucci, Gecko Moria, Hody Jones, Doflamingo, Cracker, Katakuri, Kaido and so on. All their defeats looked and felt like defeats, but his was different. Throughout the fight, we didn't get to see Buggy taking the fight seriously, apart from acting and looking like a clown. We're never shown how strong he was when he first met Luffy. How strong he is now and how strong he will be at the end is a mystery, but Oda-sensei did mention that Buggy is as strong as he is. He has no hidden strength, but just how strong is that? We later find that Buggy and Shanks were both on Roger's ship, and during his days on the ship he displayed a lot of loyalty to treasure, believing treasure to be the most important thing to a pirate, but because he and Shanks shared different views, they parted ways once Roger was executed. Buggy followed treasure and became the lazy pirate we met him as. Since meeting Luffy, his life has switched upside down and has stopped being the simple treasure he's been aiming for. He went from pillaging for fun to hunting and almost executing Luffy with relative ease, also being imprisoned in Impel Down, escaping with everyone while keeping up with Luffy without breaking a sweat. Walking out of Marineford without dying, one of the 7 warlords and later an emperor of the sea without being involved in a single serious fight that we've witnessed. So what would it take for him to seek out strength? I'll be breaking down my thoughts and answering that exact question. It seems to me that Shanks is the key to whatever transformation he has to undergo. Let me explain what I mean by this. When the Roger pirates were about to leave for the final island, Buggy suddenly fell ill and Shanks chose to stay behind to take care of his friend. He promised they would reach the island together, but for some reason, Shanks changed his mind and decided not to go after One Piece, and Buggy saw this as a betrayal to their former captain, and so Buggy chose not to sail with Shanks, claiming that they don't share the same vision and they both never went after One Piece. Buggy went on to live his life the way he wanted, at the bottom, while Shanks ascended, building his strength and reputation with his strong crew, but he still never went after One Piece. It's always bugged me, why Buggy, a pirate who believes that there isn't anything more important than treasure to a pirate, wasn't going after the biggest treasure out there. Shanks and Buggy's latest backstory update showed how the falling out between Shanks and Buggy came about after Shanks decided against going after One Piece just yet. Buggy got demotivated and didn't understand why Shanks, the one he believed to be the following generation's king, would choose not to follow in his former captain's footsteps. Now, for some reason, fate has placed the two on equal footing, and finally, for unknown reasons, Shanks is finally ready to go after One Piece. We must understand one thing: even though Buggy isn't the strongest out there, he chose to be at the bottom. He was on the Pirate King's ship, so he knows about power, hockey, and is well aware of the strong arms that rule the seas. But ever since coming across Luffy, fate has taken him to the top, placed him on equal footing with his former crewmate. The only difference is that behind closed doors, things are not as they seem. Crocodile and Mihawk are the ones running things and are taking him towards a pirate's life he does not believe in, one that has no treasure. Which is why he finally proclaimed that he wants to the Pirate King. I believe for Buggy to seek out strength, he needs to be motivated, and thing that has motivated him in the past has been treasure. Crocodile and Mihawk are plenty strong, but they lack the leadership qualities possessed by those who are after One Piece. Oda-sensei showed that even though Crocodile and Mihawk are big-time pirates and are plenty strong, they aren't after One Piece. They want wealth through backwards schemes. they don't have the confidence to go after the one treasure all great pirates hunt, the One Piece. Crocodile and Mihawk would rather avoid a clash against Shanks, Blackbeard and Straw Hat Luffy. To seek out strength, Buggy needs motivation. To go after One Piece he will need to command Crocodile and Mihawk, and for One Piece fans to finally get the long-awaited rematch between Zoro and Mihawk, the Cross Guild will have to go against the Straw Hat Pirates, and that's where we will see Buggy fighting seriously. And we know that Luffy only acknowledges people once they've proclaimed their true feelings. Which is why he called Kobe weak until he stated his true desire of being a Marine. I don't believe Luffy sees Buggy as weak, but rather as a fool. Oda announcing Buggy as the genius jester makes more sense. How long one trains doesn't determine how strong one will be. Motivation is very important. We've seen that with the Straw Hats, who have been sailing for less than 3 years but can go head-to-head with emperors and admirals.